What if the secret to living a long, vibrant life wasn't locked away in a lab, but sitting right in your kitchen? A world-renowned doctor has stunned the medical community with a bold revelation: you don't need expensive pills or exhausting routines to hit 100. According to this longevity expert, there's a group of everyday foods, often overlooked, that hold the key to reversing aging, boosting immunity, and even outsmarting chronic disease. The best part? They're affordable, delicious, and hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store. Ready to discover the doctor-approved daily eats that could add decades to your life? This could change how you look at food forever. Leafy green salads with lemon and olive oil. It might sound overly simple, but one of the most profound dietary secrets to a longer, healthier life lies in the humble leafy green salad. When generously tossed with lemon juice and extra virgin olive oil, this daily ritual becomes a powerful longevity tonic. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, arugula, and romaine are rich in essential vitamins like A, C, and K, as well as folate and magnesium. They provide a potent mix of antioxidants and fiber that support cardiovascular health, reduce inflammation, and aid in detoxification. When consumed raw, their nutrients remain intact and more bioavailable, allowing the body to absorb them quickly and efficiently. The chlorophyll in these greens also supports cellular repair and oxygenation, which are essential functions for maintaining youthful vitality and resisting age-related decline. Adding lemon juice amplifies the benefits of the greens by enhancing iron absorption and providing a clean, refreshing dose of vitamin C. Lemon also helps alkalize the body, balance pH levels, and stimulate liver function. It aids digestion by encouraging the production of bile, which is crucial for breaking down fats and removing waste. Combined with olive oil, an ancient Mediterranean elixir renowned for its heart-protective monounsaturated fats and polyphenol, the salad becomes a symphony of anti-aging elements. Olive oil reduces inflammation, helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels, and supports brain function, which is critical for longevity. The polyphenol in high-quality cold-pressed olive oil have been shown to mimic the effects of calorie restriction, one of the few scientifically backed methods for increasing lifespan. Plain drink water. Amidst all the superfoods and exotic health trends, the most underrated and essential element for living to 100 is also the simplest: plain drinking water. Clean, mineral-rich water is the foundation of every physiological function in the human body, from circulation and digestion to temperature regulation and brain function. A genius doctor would argue that before any diet or supplement is considered, hydration must be prioritized. Our bodies are composed of over 60% water, and yet mild dehydration is one of the most common, silent causes of fatigue, joint pain, poor cognition, and premature aging. Drinking sufficient amounts of plain water throughout the day keeps cells hydrated, organs functioning efficiently, and waste products consistently flushed from the system. It's not an exaggeration to say that water is life, and for those who aim to live to 100, it is a non-negotiable daily medicine. Daily water intake supports healthy kidney function, ensuring that toxins and metabolic waste are properly filtered and excreted. It keeps the blood fluid, lowering the risk of clotting and high blood pressure, two common causes of stroke and heart disease in older adults. Furthermore, water supports skin elasticity, helps regulate appetite, and maintains electrolyte balance. In elders who live beyond 100, one thing many have in common is a steady and mindful hydration habit. Not sugary sodas, not fruit juices masquerading as health drinks, but pure, clean, unflavored water. It quenches thirst, supports energy metabolism, and even helps the body burn fat more efficiently. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning is especially powerful, as it kickstarts the metabolism, rehydrates the brain, and helps clear overnight waste from the lymphatic system. Berries, nature's antioxidant superstars. If there's one fruit that consistently appears in the diets of centenarians, it's berries. Whether it's wild blueberries in Maine, blackberries in the Mediterranean, or goji berries in parts of Asia, these small, colorful fruits are among the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. A genius doctor would call them anti-aging ammunition in edible form. Berries are packed with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, flavonoids, and vitamin C, which protect the body from oxidative stress, a major driver of aging and chronic disease. These compounds help neutralize free radicals, which damage DNA and lead to everything from wrinkles to cancer. Regular consumption of berries has been linked in numerous studies to improved cognitive function, reduced inflammation, and lower risks of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. And best of all, they're naturally sweet, low in calories, and high in fiber, making them an ideal daily snack or meal topper for those striving for both health and satisfaction. Berries also play a powerful role in supporting brain health. Blueberries in particular have been studied for their impact on memory and cognitive function. They are rich in compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and positively affect the areas of the brain responsible for learning and memory. Older adults who regularly consume berries show slower rates of cognitive decline and better mental performance over time. Additionally, berries support gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria and promoting a balanced microbiome, a critical but often overlooked factor in longevity. A healthy gut influences everything from mood and immunity to nutrient absorption and inflammation. Because berries are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, they help regulate bowel movements, stabilize blood sugar, and keep the digestive tract functioning smoothly well into old age. Nuts, the tiny titans of longevity. Despite their small size, nuts pack an extraordinary nutritional punch that makes them one of the most powerful allies in the pursuit of a long, disease-free life. Genius doctors and researchers alike often point to nuts, especially almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and hazelnuts, as one of the most evidence-based daily foods for living to 100. Rich in healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, nuts help reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, increase good cholesterol, HDL, and support heart health. They're also abundant in protein, fiber, vitamin E, magnesium, selenium, and antioxidants, all of which protect the body from inflammation, oxidative stress, and insulin resistance. Multiple large-scale studies, including data from the Blue Zones and Harvard cohorts, have shown that people who consume a handful of nuts each day have significantly lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and even Alzheimer's disease. For something so easy to eat and enjoy, their benefits are almost too good to ignore. Walnuts, for instance, are especially prized for their brain-boosting omega-3 fatty acids, critical for reducing inflammation and maintaining cognitive health into old age. Almonds provide a healthy dose of vitamin E, which acts as a potent antioxidant to protect skin and cellular membranes. Brazil nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, which supports thyroid health, immune function, and DNA repair. Pistachios, with their green hue and sweet savory taste, are lower in fat but high in lutein, an antioxidant important for eye health. When consumed in moderation and without added salt or sugar, nuts can also aid in weight management by promoting satiety and reducing cravings for processed snacks. Unlike empty-calorie foods, they nourish the body deeply, supporting everything from muscle repair to hormonal balance. Fermented foods, the forgotten key to gut and immune vitality. Fermented foods, such as yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and natto, have nourished civilizations for millennia, but only recently has modern science begun to uncover their profound connection to longevity. A genius doctor's advice would undoubtedly include eating some form of fermented food every day to maintain a strong gut microbiome. These living foods are rich in beneficial probiotics, enzymes, and bioactive compounds that promote the health of the digestive system, which in turn regulates everything from immunity and mood to hormone balance and inflammation. The gut is often referred to as the second brain, for good reason. An estimated 70 to 80% of our immune cells reside there. And trillions of microbes communicate directly with the brain through the gut-brain axis. A well-balanced gut population, fueled by daily fermented foods, can help prevent chronic diseases, improve nutrient absorption, and extend both health span and lifespan. One of the standout fermented foods in longevity research is natto, a sticky, pungent soybean dish traditionally eaten in Japan. It contains a powerful enzyme called nattokinase, which has been shown to reduce blood clot risk and improve cardiovascular health, two crucial factors in avoiding premature death. Meanwhile, kefir, a fermented milk drink consumed in Eastern Europe and parts of the Middle East, contains over 30 strains of probiotics that support digestion, reduce inflammation, and even have anti-cancer properties. Fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi provide not just live bacteria, but also prebiotic fiber and essential vitamins such as K2, which is critical for calcium regulation and arterial health. By incorporating these foods into daily meals, you build a defense system that fights off illness from the inside out, making fermented foods a daily dose of natural medicine. Legumes, the unsung heroes of longevity, beans, lentils, peas, and chickpeas, collectively known as legumes, are perhaps the most universally consumed food among the longest-living populations on Earth. A genius doctor's secret weapon in any longevity plan, legumes are nutritional powerhouses rich in plant-based protein, fiber, complex carbohydrates, and essential micronutrients such as folate, magnesium, potassium, and iron. They are naturally low in fat, have a low glycemic index, and contain a unique type of resistant starch that feeds healthy gut bacteria while keeping blood sugar stable. In nearly every blue zone, whether it's black beans in Costa Rica, chickpeas in the Mediterranean, lentils in Sardinia, or soybeans in Okinawa, legumes form the foundation of daily meals. And they're not just affordable and accessible, they're protective, healing, and deeply satisfying. Legumes support heart health by lowering cholesterol and blood pressure, two key risk factors for stroke and heart attack. Their high fiber content also plays a role in weight control by promoting fullness and reducing overeating. Moreover, they help regulate blood sugar, making them a top choice for preventing or managing type 2 diabetes. But what truly sets legumes apart is their connection to longevity. Research from the Blue Zones indicates that eating just 1 cup of cooked beans a day could increase lifespan by up to 4 years. That's an extraordinary return for such a simple food. Unlike animal proteins, which can be acid-forming and inflammatory in excess, legumes offer a clean, sustainable source of amino acids with added health benefits. Whole grains, the sustaining fuel of the long-living, whole grains, such as oats, barley, brown rice, quinoa, bulgur, and farro, have fueled human civilizations for thousands of years, and they remain essential in the diets of long-living people worldwide. Unlike refined grains, which are stripped of nutrients and fiber, whole grains retain the bran, germ, and endosperm, making them rich in B vitamins, fiber, iron, magnesium, antioxidants, and beneficial phytonutrients. A genius doctor would insist on whole grains as the body's preferred source of slow-burning energy. They stabilize blood sugar, improve metabolic function, and reduce the risk of chronic diseases including heart disease, obesity, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Whole grains are particularly valuable for maintaining digestive health. Their fiber promotes regularity, prevents constipation, and feeds beneficial bacteria in the gut. Barley and oats, in particular, contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which is highly effective at lowering LDL cholesterol and regulating immune response. Unlike refined carbohydrates, which spike insulin levels and contribute to weight gain and fatigue, whole grains provide long-lasting energy that supports physical and mental endurance throughout the day. This is especially important for aging adults, who need steady nourishment to maintain muscle mass, cognitive function, and hormonal balance. Oily fish, brain food for a longer life. Few foods are as closely associated with longevity as oily fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, and herring. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, these fish are like rocket fuel for your brain and heart. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce triglycerides, lower blood pressure, prevent blood clots, and protect against irregular heart rhythms. They are also essential for maintaining the structural integrity of cell membranes and supporting neurotransmitter function, making them indispensable for mental clarity and emotional stability. A genius doctor's prescription for living to 100 would almost certainly include 2 to 3 servings of oily fish each week. What makes oily fish especially valuable is their role in protecting the aging brain. DHA, one of the key omega-3s found in fatty fish, is a major structural component of the brain and retina. Studies consistently show that regular fish consumption is associated with a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease, cognitive decline, and depression. In addition, oily fish are an excellent source of high-quality protein, vitamin D, selenium, and B vitamins, all of which play critical roles in bone health, energy metabolism, and immune regulation. Unlike processed meats, which are often linked to inflammation and chronic disease, oily fish offer clean, lean nourishment that supports all major organ systems.